crazy.
Crazy,
We go crazy. We go crazy. We go crazy. We go crazy. We go crazy.
I be wigging out. I be wigging out.
Hey, this is Melody Surfer, the Cali Queen from the LB Alert. We are here making moves like you never seen. Turn up, we on the way to the party scene.
Ass for days. 1 minute won't do it, my ass for days. Ass for days. 1 minute won't do it, my ass for days. Ass for days. 1 minute won't do it.
Don't really want it if the shorty ain't cheeked up, all the way geeked up. Get a play it geeked up, so you got ass for days. Let's take a week off, go and find a hiding space so we can sneak off. Baby got that booty right, left, right, it's a booty fight. Flexible and cootie tight, what the hell we gon' do tonight? So pull it over, swear that that's breaking the law. Got the clapping, had it sounding like a round of applause. So it's a horror that's surrounding those draws. Couldn't hide those, moving now, turn to a wolf soon as the blind closed. Thoughts of you shaking that ass is what my mind holds. Wagging that you dragging around, how did you find clothes? No hesitation, making pussy reservation. Twerk the solid conversation to a shaky situation. I'm shocked, G. Now I wanna hump you, huh? A drummer boy make that booty go ba-dum. She got ass for days, ass for days.
1 minute won't do it, my ass for days. Ass for days. 1 minute won't do it, my ass for days. Ass for days. 1 minute won't do it, my ass for days. Ass for days. 1 minute won't do it, man.
All right. What's up, everybody? This is Melody with Wigginoutradio, where music and entertainment happen. Happy Mother's Day weekend once again. It's been an awesome week. I've been sick most of the week, so that's why I haven't been too active on social media, and my family thought I was in a coma. I had like 30 missed calls, and I just couldn't. I couldn't get up. My body just completely shut down. So if I start coughing or anything, you guys, I truly apologize. But whatever I caught, it was bad. So and I had to like stay home. Didn't go to work, hardly none this week. It was just really bad. I'm thankful that. I even made it here today. Our special guest coming up is LA Bandit, but show you some things that I got for my family for Mother's Day. Like I'm gonna show you these cards. So when this, I work at this particular school. I won't say what it is. So when the lady showed me these cards, right, I was like, wow, those is dope, right? So then I was like, yeah, I want one of that name. So when I got the cards, right, and, we appreciate everybody's talent, good or bad. We do. Okay. I won't make a comment. I'm going to let you guys make your comment. Okay. I thought this was great, right? I thought this was great. It looked so great from a distance, right? But then the more I got to looking, because I had each one of these cards, they're actually handmade. And I had each one of these cards made in the women in my family for Mother's Day. So that's Shalita's. I think hers is the best out of all of them. And then my sister card is kind of colorful. I'm going to give it, yeah, it's not too bad. Not too shabby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. I'm like the wrong person to like kind of like sometimes for people to do stuff because I'm so critical of people work. Because if you show me something and I expect it to look a certain way, I expect to receive it that way, especially since I'm paying my money. So there goes Chastity card, right? And then we get over here to my daughter's card. You know what I started noticing? I could have did this. You know what I mean? No disrespect or anything. But, you know, if you're going to give somebody a card like this sets the tone, right? So if this card sets the tone, you want all your cards to look like this, you know? So I just noticed that the creativity started kind of getting lower and lower. But, you know, I do support people no matter if if you show me something, just give me what you show me. You know, that's all that I ask. But I'm still gonna give them out to my family, because they at least she personalized them with their names in it. So I think that's pretty dope. Oh, and I didn't even notice my mother's card. My mother's card is actually kind of dope. My mother's name is Mary. She gonna get $50 in this card. I was gonna give her 100, but I changed my mind. $50. So hers is kind of cute. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just I'm thankful. Thank you. But I think next time I'm gonna go for if I shall order again. It's more like this. So So I do appreciate that. Shout out Yolanda. Shout out Yolanda. I'm not sure if she made it herself or some family member did it, but shout out to you, Yolanda, and your family. Thank you very much for personalizing all these cards. I really appreciate it. Yeah, but we're gonna get more cards like this. Okay. And then I almost broke up with my partner. Like we break up like once a week, so I'm always single somewhere in the week, you know what I mean? So I'm never on just steady. So he came and gave me this, you know what I mean? Got my car washed, gave me $100, and he did something else. So, ooh. I know he's supposed to take me out tomorrow. So we back on right now. But I appreciate, thank you, love. I really appreciate that. Also too, like I said, you guys, I apologize. I've, been really sick this week. Haven't been too interactive on Instagram. You guys know mostly I'm on Instagram. I do have a Facebook account. I have a Twitter's account, TikTok, Snapchat, LinkedIn. I have all those accounts. But when I'm not active on Instagram, you better know something is going on. But anyway, let's have a Wendy Williams moment, okay? So I'm gonna say this. Chris Brown kicked off the disc, right? He kicked it off like nobody expected. Nobody expected Chris Brown to put out a diss track like he did on Quavo. That made everybody take a second look at Chris Brown like, damn, we know he can dance. We know he can sing. But damn, he got really hood with this track. And the way he dissed Quavo, man, was it. The coldest part of it all, and Chris Brown is a Taurus, and Taurus men can be very stubborn. By the way, happy belated birthday, Chris Brown. But when he brought up them front row seats at Quavo's concert, and you didn't see nobody else in the background, that was like some cold Taurus really plotting and thinking, yeah, this is how I'm gonna get you. So you know what I mean. But shout out to Chris Brown. You know, ever since Chris Brown did that song, I Want to Take You Down, and I think at the time Chris Brown was 21 and I was 31. Man, I had a whole new outlook on Chris Brown. I was like, damn, okay. But anyway, I'm too old for Chris Brown right now. So, you know, I just wish him luck. I wish him luck. You know, I have one of those like, you know, Stella got a groove back moments. I had one of those moments when I saw that video, I Want to Take You Down. I started getting my groove back. You know what I'm saying? But my groove is settled now. Okay, so yeah, so let's talk about this Kendrick Lamar diss track. I mean, I hear all types of rumors as to why like Drake started this whole thing with Kendrick behind some songs that I believe himself, uh, Future was involved, and I think it was another person involved from what I understood. Now, mind you, I've been sick this week, so I might have lost track. But from what I understand, Drake was supposed to be originally on the song, but he got taken off. And then he basically got upset. He basically got upset because he was taken off the track or whatever. I don't know the full story, you guys. I had it all down pat before I got sick. But everybody's just celebrating like Kendrick Lamar did the national anthem. This is my thing when it comes to Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Drake, why did you go there with a nigga from the hood? Okay, he is from Nicholson Garden. Okay, he's like in a gang, so to speak. TDE, top man. It says top dog. Okay, top dog. What in your right mind thought that you can go against a hood nigga? Like he's hood, you know what I mean? And he's definitely talented. He's definitely very lyrical in his words, and he come out the way he comes out with music, and the way he describes music is totally unique. You know, if you do anything pertaining to Kendrick Lamar, that's a challenge. Anytime you do a beat when it comes to Kendrick Lamar, that is a challenging beat. Not everybody can handle a Kendrick Lamar beat. Like you gotta really think and put your words together before you attempt to do a Kendrick Lamar beat. So I'm just wondering, you know, Drake, like I know you have all these backings and sponsorships and stuff like that, but Kendrick's from the hood, you know what I mean? And we, the people, we need somebody that's gonna represent us and feel like we free, not like us. You know, we're different. You know what I mean? We're creative people out here. You know what I mean? So I'm just wondering, like, I just personally want to know what possessed you, or did you even think about it? What possessed you to come after Kendrick Lamar? Why Kendrick Lamar? Why did you go after Chris Brown? Is it a light skin thing? Or, you know what I'm saying? Why didn't you go after Chris Brown? You probably would have been more safer in that area, even though I think Chris Brown still would have won because, hey, he's the new generation Michael Jackson. But why did you go after Kendrick Lamar? Anyway, Kendrick Lamar, top dog and all y'all tight. Y'all tight. When y'all come with it. You know, you make sure your eyes are dotted in your, you know, in your eyes and your T's across. Like you do it. You do what you're supposed to do. And, you know, I just want to congratulate Kendrick Lamar, you know, God bless him, you know, man, that put Kendrick Lamar on a whole different level, you know, and everybody's doing this song from Snoop having Stormy on his doing something in his little ship thing, his studio ship thing. I saw her doing something with Snoop. I saw Das and Corrupt doing their little thing. I mean, everybody, that is like the summer anthem. I mean, Kendrick Lamar just kind of took over the summer anthem. You know what I mean? So he had already kicked summer off. So, my special guest today is LA Bandit. And LA Bandit was one of the members on episode 2 of the Wigging Out West Coast Cypher. He was also given a Kendrick Lamar beat to write to for the Cypher. And just while we're talking about Kendrick Lamar and Drake, how you doing, Bandit?
I'm here.
Yeah, okay, you chilled today. So let me ask you, what do you think about this Kendrick Lamar Drake, beef going on?
Wasn't supposed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's hip hop versus pop.
Mm-hmm.
It's a difference. Kendrick is hip hop, Drake is pop. I mean, not taking away from Drake's work, but it already puts a fishy taste in your mouth when you do hear these diss songs that Drake even wrote it, because we already know. So it doesn't. You can't be a hip hop artist and be like, oh, somebody else wrote my song. No, it doesn't work like that.
Do you think so? Are you saying that you don't think Drake came as hard? So are you saying that you believe somebody wrote his diss tracks?
I'm saying that we can't confirm it. I can't say that somebody didn't, because we already know that somebody has written. And then, like I said, that takes away completely. You're no longer a lyricist if you got somebody else writing for you. So I not knocking it, but in my opinion, I don't think he came hard enough to battle anyway. This wasn't Meek Mill, and I think that was his problem. He was too comfortable with going against Meek Mill, and Meek Mill not giving up a fight compared to you went against a Cali baby. We don't play them type of games.
Do you think it was a publicity stunt? Because a lot of these celebrities, like I heard Rick Ross wanted to challenge somebody too. Do you think this is more of a publicity stunt, or do you think it's real beef?
If we keep it on the lyrics, it's never real beef.
Mm.
Period. Like, real beef is when I see you in the streets.
Right.
We setting shit off, but I'm not about to make a record if it was real beef.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel, I don't think it was necessarily like to build up a fan base. I think Drake just made the wrong decision.
Mm-hmm.
And Kendrick being who he is, it was like, I'm gonna just kick your ass. Like, this is what we do. This is,
Yeah.
I probably already had these songs ready for you when I dissed you in the song with Big Sean. So I was rating on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. So I mean, I see memes all over the place, which is kind of getting irritated. I'm kind of getting irritated now because I mean, once you lose, you lose. You know what I mean? It's no need. Y'all trying to dig the grave and just bury the man all the way in the grave. We already know he lost. He know that he lost. You know what I mean? But all these memes, and it get to be ignorant at a point in time. It get to be real ignorant at a point in time. We definitely want to give Kendrick his props and stuff like that. But to build one minority man up. And mind you, even though Drake is, he's a mix of, a couple of races, we don't want to tear him all the way down, because at the end of the day, when things go back to normal, Drake is going to have his fans who truly love his music and still going to support him no matter what. I feel like the industry is just trying to rip him apart. Like every creative,
it's a fight.
Huh?
It's a fight. Like that's that new age stuff when we want to give everybody a ribbon. when that's not what it's built for. And that was the whole purpose of this battle in the first place. No, Drake got his ass whooped. Like if we took it back when Tyson was putting hands on people, we wasn't showing pity for them people. No, it's either you gonna fight or you gonna fight. Evander Holyfield held this down, so that's what made him Holyfield. That's what made an actual champ. Damn, you can take down Tyson. Okay, you're a real fighter. You know, compared to like this is no Drake deserved to lose. He came to the wrong area. He's not that artist. He's not a lyricist.
Right.
If he wanted to do a verses and be like, oh, who got the most hits? Okay, he would have won that. But even in my opinion, a lot of them hits is not hits.
Right. It's not his personally. Yeah. So again, I mean, Drake, it is what it was a bad decision, and I don't know who is his advisory team and who got to putting stuff in his ear. But at the same time, Drake, they're not you. You know what I mean? You're the one that have to go out there and you have to put it out there. We can say all kind of things we want to say in your ear. You know what I'm saying? But you are the ultimate one who's going to make the ultimate decision. And, you know, I don't know. Everybody makes mistakes and stuff like that. But we need to chill on Drake, you know.
No, we don't.
Oh, no. Well, Bandit says no.
Humble that ass.
What? Oh, humble
humble that ass. No.
Humble that ass.
That's okay. Just like when Mike Tyson went against Buster Douglas. He took for granted who he was fighting to the point where Tyson actually lost. Buster Douglas got a video game behind whooping Tyson's ass one time and didn't win anything else. So it was the same thing. Drake took Kendrick as meat. Oh, I slaughtered him with 2 songs. Kendrick, since you don't put out that many songs like that, you're not selling like me, you ain't with it, so I don't have to try. And yeah, yes you do.
But speaking of songs, do you think do you think like you're this artist with a lot of hits if you're putting out songs all the time, or do you think it's worth stepping back a couple of years, maybe 5 years, and putting out your best work? What do you think is best?
I mean, it depends on what you're going for. What kind of artist are you? You're an artist of the people or for the people? If it's of the people, then I guess as often as you can to hit the masses. I just believe if you're gonna throw something out, it should be speaking about something.
Right, absolutely.
I feel like it just exposes, a lot of these artists expose the level of intelligence, the level of maturity in the world. Like if what I was gonna say is no diss, no shade, but I mean, I guess it's kind of sort of is, but there's no reason why Sexy Red should have made it. Period. If she wasn't exposing lack thereof.
Yeah.
So that's just the same thing with any other artist. I say let your art match your craft.
Right.
Yeah, let it be you. Don't just throw things out. I don't make music to satisfy who happens to listen to it.
Right.
If y'all happen to listen to it, then appreciate it. I make mood music. When I'm in the mood, when I actually feel it, when I'm actually living that moment, I can write it. I don't necessarily know about just writing something just because, it's for the winter.
Yeah. I know with me being part of the freshman class, like the last freshman class I was a part of was 2022. That's with Sean Pierre, PYT, Lulu Phenomenal, Scandalous the Bandit, Frenchie, all that. Excuse me. A lot of them are doing good now. They got projects going on, TV projects, all kind of different projects now that they're getting paid for. They used to always tell me, well, I got to put this song out and I got to put this song out. And I'm like, why? Why you guys keep putting these records out over and over again? When I see you, I want to be able to know it's got to be some familiar song that you do that I could say, oh, that's Sean Pierre. I know him because that's his song, But if you to me, it's hard for people, in my personal opinion, to identify with you as an artist if you keep flipping your songs. Like, let people, I might hate your song in the beginning, and then one day I might sit down with a friend. They may point out some things about that particular song, and then I start, oh, okay, I hear what he's talking about now. I respect it. But when you come out and you perform that song, I'm gonna know it's you. But if you, in my opinion, if you keep switching songs, how I'm gonna get to know you? Because I'm gonna be confused. What do you think about that? Like a lot of artists do believe in
That's not an
like
artist.
every month putting out a song,
That's
and
not an
I'm like,
artist.
I try to tell
It's
them.
entertainment. That's not an artist. There is a difference between the two. That's entertainment. When you like say you're trying to satisfy the masses, you're an entertainer. When you're satisfying yourself and other people rock with it, that's an artist.
Mm-hmm.
So it's in the same sense. If you feel you have to
Mm.
keep changing, there's nothing wrong with it. But just know you just separated yourself from being an artist.
Right,
You done made
definitely.
yourself into an entertainer because you're only gonna be as entertaining as they tell you.
Okay.
As an artist, you're gonna be an artist regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason why you got people who do get up here, make a song, and then next thing you know, you don't hear nothing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think that's the important part about being an artist. But before we get off into this artist, because I'm still trying to understand it, even though I have a platform. But
I want the freshman class too. I want them.
huh?
I want them, the freshman class.
The freshman.
Yeah, I didn't get to make it to that one, but I feel like I need to be there. I need to be in that circle.
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
and they did really good for themselves, and I should form another one. Oh God, more projects. Anyway, let's talk about you. What you got going on? What's the 411? Tell the people.
Jesus, I've been locked in ever since the Mike showdown.
Uh-huh.
Ever since
Yeah, tell us, share with us. So I heard, I don't know if it's just a rumor or whatever, but I heard you won first place. Is that true?
that's correct.
Okay,
That was
and
correct.
so what came out of it?
Um, I won first place. I mean,
Okay.
that's what came out of it. It was just solidification. I am on the cover of a magazine right now.
What's the magazine called?
Don't let me get to lying. I don't know it right off the hand,
Is
off
it
the
not?
bat.
Is it Skrilla? Or?
Skrilla Gorillas is who actually put it together,
Oh,
and
okay.
Monster Yo, shout out to them. To get me to actually just like know the name of the magazine right now, it's not in there. It's been a lot of movement. I actually got to get some recording done.
Mhm.
They actually hit me up since the show
Uh-huh.
um about doing some work with them. So it's really opened a lot of doors. It's actually been able to set my standard now. Like
Mhm.
I already wasn't going for the okie doke, but now I'm not going for the okie doke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Been keeping me busy. It's been keeping me motivated. I'm just seeing the hard work finally starting to pay off.
Right. And so, compared to now, so now you kind of know your worth. So, what's the difference between an artist who is trying to make his way and then finally you know what your worth is? How do you know? How do you know?
You got to know your worth before you can make your way.
Uh-huh.
Because if you don't know your worth, then you'll settle for anything that gets thrown towards you. I have a song called Last Song, but it's like whatever I didn't get to, that I wasn't supposed to. So
Mhm.
um I just knew that my craft was me. Like I said, I never got into doing this to be entertaining.
Uh-huh.
I'm
I
not a
understand.
rapper. I just know how to rap. So the fact
Mhm.
that I get people to listen, they actually rocking with me. They actually like, oh, I fuck with your music. That's what
Yeah.
keeps me motivated. Like, okay,
Mhm.
there's not the only person feeling like this, no only person thinking like that. But I already was in the process of just setting my price, setting my range of what I'm not gonna do and what I'm gonna accept.
Right.
If I
So
do
you got
work
to
it,
know that from the top,
yeah,
right?
got to.
Okay.
Otherwise, you might end up at a Diddy party. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
So definitely yeah, that's what yeah. So what is your ultimate goal out of this? Where do you see yourself? I'm not gonna even give you 5 years because I think that's too long. I'm gonna give you 2, and that's just being generous. Um, where do you see yourself uh, in the industry in 2 years from now?
um just my name ringing bells. Right
Hmm.
now, a lot of my work is for the empire. It's for the people I fucks with. It's for the people that I really deal with on a day-to-day basis.
Hmm.
My executive, your girl Ash, who's also a chef, my DJ Nico, um, a couple of promoters, Beyond Reason, my engineer, Devious, my
Hmm.
other artists, vendors, like people that really rocking with me. That's what I'm working on right now.
So
So
and that's what we got to learn. Even with Wigging Out Radio, you have to understand who's been there with you from day one. Whether things went good or they went bad, they still was there with you no matter what. I even
mhm,
had to realize that. I'm up here changing people like I'm changing outfits. You know what I mean?
facts.
You can't do that. See, because some of the real people that's been there with you from the beginning, they gonna tell you stuff you don't want to hear. And then the first thing, when you get a little status and know you climbing up, you be like, oh, they just hating. But no matter if you fall, they still there. So that's your real team right there. You know what I mean?
I
That's
mean,
your,
you can have some real people, but they ain't got the same motivation,
yeah.
and then that's where we end up separating.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if they don't have the same motivation. But if the people you got rid of just because they have the same motivation, but they just telling you the truth, a
I've
lot of
never had
times,
that problem. I've only had people who came in, took the format, and then ran off to do their own movement
oh wow, yeah,
without
I had that too,
without getting the full recipe, and then wondering
and that's
why.
what they get
Yeah, and
too.
then wondering why it didn't work out, why you didn't
Mhm,
get the thing,
mhm,
or they feel they beat me somewhere, or they stopped me from getting to something, and then come to find out, no, I'm standing there too. I'm right there. I just did it
right,
differently.
mhm,
I did it more
absolutely.
organic, if anything.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I totally agree with that. Yeah. That's the thing. People can come into your circle and they can get a little bit of what you're doing. But people always ask me why I don't like to write on paper. I'm bad about writing on paper because I feel like if anything's written on paper and I'm not secure, with my paper, I write in this book or this way, it's just all over the place. Somebody can steal my secret anytime they want to. But if everything is up here, which I store everything up here, you're not gonna know my formula. You're not gonna know the whole formula. You're gonna think you know the whole formula, and then you're gonna think you better than me, and you're gonna get out there and try to what you think is gonna be better than me when people gonna realize, oh, she just copied off of Melody. It's okay. I'm not tripping. Let her do her. You know
hmm
what I mean? But when it comes down, and I'm speaking from my experience, it's a lot of people that fail because they, like you said, they didn't get the whole formula,
yeah,
and that's your bad. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
But then you expose yourself because you basically let me know that you thought what I was doing was sweet. It
Mhm.
was easy, and
Yeah,
if
and
I
I
could
can't
do it,
mess with you.
you can do it. And it was like, yeah, no, I just
Mhm.
didn't. I don't have to expose all the situations I was dealing with
Right.
in dealing with it because of my frame of mind, my format. Like
Right.
I've had good people
Mhm.
on the team, but I never got rid of them. They got rid of themselves.
Right.
I'm just at the point where I don't harbor hate, but you'll never be on that dream team again.
Yeah.
We'll know
Yeah.
you. We'll do the head nod for you, but other than that,
Yeah, or like you said, they just don't have the passion that you have for it. They don't see the ultimate goal because what people don't realize in this industry, I mean, if you get blessed for something to happen overnight, then it's your time, God be with you, or whatever. But most of us, we have to work really hard to get to the next level, and invest our own money. Ain't nobody gonna sponsor you like that, And if you don't think you're worthy enough to do that for yourself, then how can somebody else believe in you? You know what I mean? So, what do you think about that?
I mean, I think that's the reason why. Another reason why I can walk with this belt, why I can go to a stage and win like I did, because I do one thing that a lot of these artists don't do. I practice. I don't get comfortable to the point where 100 people can tell me, "Oh, you the shit," but I don't believe it. So I'm gonna still work like I'm not. I'm gonna still practice like I'm not. I'm still gonna train myself to be like I'm not. Once you get comfortable, then that's when you get fucked up. That's when you get sideswiped.
And I'm never comfortable. I always see myself as trying to improve, or how can I take the artists that's on my platform to another level? Just like BET weekend is coming up. You know what I mean? Like supposedly, and I'm see because a lot of people be talking in this industry, but supposedly I have an opportunity to bring like 4 artists onto some of the platforms on BET. Now, this is how I'm going to handle this, because people can tell me anything. But if I sit them 4 artists in front of you and you tell them the same story you tell me, then we all going to hold you accountable, because now you're not just telling me the bull crap and I'm going back to tell them. No, you're telling it all to us, so we'll have a clear understanding. So in case Melody don't hear clearly, Bandit got it or somebody else got it. You know what I mean? Did I hear that right? You know what I mean? So that's what I'm going to start doing, because I do have a lot of people that ask me about artists. Can I bring them onto this platform, that platform? But this is how I decided I'm going to handle it. We're going to have that meeting, but I'm going to ask them to come with me too. So, these are the artists I want on that platform. So go ahead and tell what you can do. I'm going to sit here with them and let's just make sure we all have one understanding together, because I might have thought I heard something and it could be incorrect, you know what I mean? And I don't want to be incorrect. I don't want to be making no empty promises, you know what I mean? I want people there that I'm ready to put out there that can say, "Oh, Melody, you heard right," or "No, Melody, that's not what that person said. Correct me if I'm wrong," So that's my whole plan. So you got some things coming up. You have an event, right, coming up this month.
May 26th.
Share that with us.
Yeah, May 26th, we got Dare to Be Different 5. This is number 5, definitely, which that came a long way through our company, TTSP Officials, Talk That Shit Production, where we showcase like those artists, those ones who this is their craft. They're not just rappers. They're not just singers. This is their craft. It's what they were meant to do.
How do you find artists like that?
I'm blessed to go everywhere. So the beautiful part, and this is why I know I'm here for a reason. When I can go to different events, random, don't know, I tend to run to at least 10 people I know easily.
Oh.
And their respect for me is like the most humbling. And so that's how I deal. I keep my eye on people. I pay attention. I see what work ethics you put behind your artistry. Are you investing in yourself? Are you even promoting yourself?
Right.
And that'd be the hardest thing. People don't even promote themselves. So
yeah, and you did bring that to my attention, even though I do care about the industry, the independent artists and all that stuff. But, like you told me, if they're not even trying to promote themselves, then Melody, maybe you need to scrap that team and get another team. And you're so right. And I thank you for that, because I was low-key hurt. Like, I went on all these artists that I wanted to give awards to, and not one of them was promoting. Not one of them, so.
Because humbly, I can say they ain't better than me. Period.
But I mean, they should take pride in their own artistry and their own music. And if you don't take pride, or maybe I don't know.
They're not artists. They're entertainers.
They're entertainers.
Yeah, because like I said, when you're an artist, this is something you live, breathe. This is something you die over. This is something that you don't take for granted.
Right.
So I've done shows where it's free.
Mm-hmm.
I've had to work out deals to get into certain spots. A lot of people ain't willing to do that. You feel you're supposed to jump to this. It don't work like that.
Right.
You're not trying to put in the time. You ain't trying to put in the effort. I didn't have people to make flyers for me, so I had to learn. I didn't have people to edit videos for me, so I had to learn. I didn't have people who was going to do certain pieces. A lot of entertainers want to just be that. I just want to be the entertainer. I don't want to promote. I don't want to have to pay for myself.
It's a lot of people. I meet a lot of entertainers instead of artists.
Yeah, so you're right. You're not an artist. Like I've had to invest. I've definitely lost money. Yeah. But hell, if nothing venture, nothing gain. If I'm gonna bet on something, I'd rather bet on me.
Right, absolutely. So you brought another video here for us, and what is this video called?
The other video is called Hood Politics, which is on all music platforms. And yeah, Dare to Be Different 5, May 26th. It's going down. Also celebrating my birthday. Gemini stand up. We in this motherfucker. And but this video is called Hood Politics, which is basically about being born and raised in LA, and you can say being a non-affiliate, but affiliate.
Right. I got you.
Yeah, I deal with everybody, but I never chose a side. I didn't know how to listen to nobody like that. So even to navigate through this world, especially like in the hood of LA, and still be able to navigate in the same sense that I do in this music industry. So
right, absolutely. Okay, so we can go to that video.
So
you act like a little bitch right now. You act real paranoid and shit. These motherfuckers smoked your goddamn cousin in front of you, nigga. Blew his head off in front of your face. You ain't gonna do shit. You acting like a little bitch right now, nigga. Man, fuck that. I ain't letting that shit ride. We gonna go ahead and smoke all these motherfuckers. I don't care who the fuck out there. God damn it.
I was labeled an outcast. There's so many people I had to outlast. Make my future safe from the danger I had to outpass, outgas. 84 with good octane. Feeding off the hatred I got. That's how I got things. 01 had my first gun. That's when my pops changed. Taking on whoever would want it, cause I did not bang. Thought I had a toll to collect. It was not changed to even give a fuck. It was very much out my price range. Piss poor was sprinkled, but I made it through the shit storm. Gave up the feelings inside to keep this shit warm. Long had to fend for myself. It's when this shit swarm. Number 2 on everyone's list. It's how this shit form. I act like I got nothing to prove. It ain't a skit though. My life and the women I've known just made a skit, so made it out the pit. So every shot didn't miss, yo. Voided any cracker that wasn't branded by Ritz though. So many lies when I look in the sky. I'm like, I ain't surprised when they all in disguise. I'm like, so many lies when I look in the sky. I'm like, I ain't surprised. Yeah. Now I was on some avenues, rumble in the jungle, yeah I had a few, nothing new, came from the bottom but yet I had a few, so share what, it ain't really nothing to tell boy, having back problems, I'm feeling like Uncle Elroy, get this out of me, why these suckers throw they doubt out on me in 2020, clearing shit up, so we about to see, I got to be, making moves, why would I stand still, clearing up the trash that's around, and watch my landfill, a hard worker, cutting checks cause I'm the boss now, crazy everything that I gained from any loss now. Came up soaking the game, the G's tossed down. Dotting all my I's and getting my T's crossed now. I made mistakes, more important, I made progress. More than talk, I put action up in the process. Getting older, more than food I had to digest. Really had to learn who I was so I can lie less. So many lies when I look in the sky. I'm like, I ain't surprised when they all in disguise. I'm like, so many lies when I look in the sky. I'm like, I ain't surprised.
Righty, and we're back. So Yeah, you said Tommy Clown. Yeah, that's a whole nother episode. One of episodes just to talk about Tommy the Clown. But anyway, in your experience, your wonderful experience, yeah, because I heard a lot of stuff. But anywho,
Definitely interesting.
Is there anything else you want us to know? This is your time. You got the floor.
Like I said, man, support the team, support Wigginoutradio.
Thank
You can
you.
find my music, capital L dot, capital A dot, space, capital BANDIT. Yes, I have an education, so it's spelled exactly how it's supposed to be on all music platforms. Also, go on YouTube, follow us at TTSP Officials LLC. You'll see a lot of artist interviews. You'll see a few funny skits, things like that. We just got more shows coming. We got more things coming up. We got a basketball game and a kickball game coming up in June and July.
Okay.
So y'all make sure y'all tap in for that. And I'm ready to work when y'all are. That's how it is.
That's right. That's right. So one question I have to ask all the men before they leave my platform: Are you married, single? What's going on?
I wouldn't marry again. I'm not going. I stopped doing crime, so I don't get locked down like that no more. I'm here.
You're what?
I'm here. That's my answer. I'm here.
So you said that's a whole nother conversation.
Single is to that means I want people to come and talk to me. Yeah, I don't want to say that either. No, I'm here.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, and you want to give out any shout outs to anybody?
Shout outs to the Empire. Shout outs to all the mothers out there. Enjoy your day. Shout out to the real men out there. Shout out to my kids, all four of y'all: Damani, Bryce, Onyx, Serenity. My blessings.
Nice names.
Shout out to my pops. And everybody I've got to meet along this journey. Like, it's just more to come. I appreciate everybody, and fuck your couch.
So one other question. Do you see a difference from, this is now 2024 and last year was 2023. Have you grown any since 2024 got here?
Yeah.
You have, so you can see the difference.
Indeed.
That's good.
Indeed.
That's good.
It's just like I said, I'm on my last 30s right now, so it's just basically just tailoring cutting off the last little stitches, extra threads and stuff. But I got to do a lot of soul searching for this year to really tap into what I feel my value is, and I think I'm there with it now. I'm solidified where who I am is who I am. You gonna accept me, or you gonna keep me pushing?
That's right. Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is Melody with Wiggin Out. You can find me on Instagram at _ WIGGINOUT radio _ melody, like a song. MELODYALLEN _ So Wiggin Out is now an official LLC. Took me years to do that, but I was always under a DBA. If I didn't have nothing else, I had a DBA. So we are now officially, by the state of California, we are an LLC. Where are my grant writers at? I need y'all, because I got so much planned for these artists and everybody that come on this platform. I need y'all. Tap in with me. And I just want to say, everybody have a blessed weekend. Please be safe. Don't be out there driving crazy. It's not that serious. And live to see another day. And please, you guys, learn how to love one another. We need to love more and do less fighting, less war. Let's just love, embrace each other. And even me, I have to learn to accept people for who they are. So with that being said, this is Melody for Wiggin Out Radio. And toodles!
I be wiggin' out. I be wiggin' out.
Hey, this is Melody Photographer, the Cali Queen from the LB Alert. We are here never seen. Turn up, we on the way to the party scene.
Crazy.
Crazy.